Well, there it is. WTiiWarcraft here. Welcome to Blixels Tower Defense, played in the Warcraft Reforged beta. This is a tower defense map. Very old school tower defense map from way back in the day. You might recognize it.
Yes, me lord. Job's done.
It debuted like a very long time ago as one of the original style maps from Reign of Chaos. And I've always enjoyed this map. And I've always struggled as well to kill the air in this map. Because no matter how many anti-air towers you build, it never seems to be enough. But this time, I think I might be able to work it out. It has been a while since I played this, but not that long. So I've got a fresh idea on how to approach it. We're going to go with a more standard looking square/rectangle style base, as opposed to the sort of stuttered style, which can be advantageous because the creatures don't handle that version very well. But I want to try it with rectangle and see if that punishes me. So, you got some questions that you might ask when playing this? You can feel free to take a look at the quests for some answers. You essentially build 3 towers at the start. Arrow, cannon, frost. But I don't think I typically bother with the cannon towers. I don't think I ever have. It's basically lots and lots of arrow towers and frost, which is insanely strong. But you don't want more than 1 frost hitting at a time. You just want to spread those out if you can. And we're going to try to go over the top.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
Hello. Yes. Right, these guys could be kind of tough. Gotta be careful here. Might want to hotkey my frosty tower. They do block each other quite nicely though, so that's very good. Because they can slow each other down. A great deal. So, over here, you can produce an archer or a knight. Not worth it. You can produce a hero. Not worth it. Or you can produce particular types of builders. And those are worth it. So, don't think I can zoom out, to be honest. Because it is very old school. So I don't think there is the command to zoom out. Nah, I don't think so. Those kind of typical commands. I'm going to cut the mustard here. Mud Golem. Looks really strange with that sort of hue.
What is it?
Anyway, I better continue building. So he can build anti-air tower, heavy tower, lightning tower. It's only really anti-air tower you want from him.
Yes, me lord. Off I go then. Righto.
This is the last of the newbie levels. After this, the difficulty starts to increase quickly.
Okay.
Hello there, Kata. How was BlizzCon? I've got 4 videos about BlizzCon if you want to see them. Go to WTiiWarcraft on YouTube and look up Witty Goes to BlizzCon.
Yes, me lord.
It's essentially like a vlog style series. So it will show you my thoughts and opinions whilst I'm there, that kind of stuff. I gotta remember how I'm building here. I think I got an idea.
Yes, me lord. Job's done. Job's done. Yes, me lord. Job's done. Off I go then.
You just earned a credit. Credits are used to keep you alive. If you let a monster pass your defenses, each monster that gets by costs you 1 credit.
Job's done.
So how many credits do I have?
Job's done.
I don't know. But basically, if you just leak a few mobs on this, you're dead. So we're going to go with a relatively smallish base. I could extend this rectangle like really far, but what we can do is do 2 of these. Because the idea is to get the ultimate towers, which I can't build yet, in this position, so they can effectively hit like this range all the time, and then you'd step into another version of this maze. Whether this actually works in practice, or, you know, is another case. But that's what I'm aiming to do.
Job's done. Yes, me lord.
And it's pretty important just to keep building, because these towers only cost like 5 gold. And before you know it, you're going to be in trouble. Illusions are next. They walk through your tower, so make sure you extend the width of your base in the middle or you will be owned. So I've got a frost tower on either side. So I have that going for me.
Something you doing? Job's done. What? Job's done. All right.
So somebody's got past the frost towers. It's those archers.
Job's done. What is it? Off I go then. Job's done.
Oh my, they are actually putting up a fight.
You want more word?
I'm going to extend my maze a little bit then.
Off I go then. Right.
We'll go back to finishing these towers off.
Yes, me lord. Job's done. Right. Right. Job's done. Yes, me lord. Right. Job's done.
Okay.
Job's done.
So the main thing is to keep them all sort of slowed down.
Job's done. Job's done. What? Oh, job's done. Yes, me lord. Job's done. Righto. Job's done. Job's done. All right. Off I go then. Done.
Flyers are next.
Yes. Okie dokie.
Okay.
We need more gold. Job's done.
You'll get your gold. So you have some bonus levels in this, and if you kill the air, you get rewarded. That's really the key, is working out. And unless you practice this all the time, which, like I say, it's been a while since I played this, you're not going to know exactly the order amount of towers you need to min-max on manipulating those flyers.
Job's done. Off I go then. Job's done. Job's done. More gold. More gold is required. Job's done.
Right, here come the flyers. I still think these are gnomes, but they're supposed to be dwarfs because of the whole Gnomeron issue, and the gnomes being stuck in Gnomeragon.
Yes, me lord. Yes. Be happy to.
During Warcraft 3, but
Righto.
I still think of them as gnomes.
All right. Job's done. Off I go then. Job's done.
Right.
Job's done.
I'm pretty sure I can't close this anymore. So you just have to like build a whole bulk of towers. Because if you go like that, you can go with a one gap, but it's risky, and I wouldn't do it. Because on this map, if I remember correctly, some of these creatures have rather large selection circles. And they need 2 spaces to move through your maze. So this section has to just basically be like a big block of towers. I feel like I got enough frost, like 4 frost towers, 1 at the front, 1 at the back, 1 up here, 1 down here. Enough that they can pretty much hit a lot of the time. 700 range is pretty good.
Yes, my lord.
So this will just be a big old block. But I want to put my best towers there.
Yes. I can do that. Forward. Right. Yes, my lord.
I'm going to continue the maze. Rinse and repeat the maze.
Job's done. All right. Yes, my lord.
You can build up and down, but then you lose some prime real estate for the meaty damage territory.
What is it? Job's done. All right. Job's done.
Little spiders.
Job's done.
They're coming for it.
Job's done. Job's done.
They've worked it out now, have they?
Job's done. All work. Job's done. Righto. I can't job's done.
So these are quite tanky, these spiders.
Job's done.
Look at those funny little hits that you have in Reforged when you sort of see more of an impact of the arrows on the units. It's sort of like more of a splash. Makes it more obvious it's being attacked and hit by something. Okay, so we want to count. We can do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Wait, that's not 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Ah, you missed that. That was 12. You were just trying to debate me. 13, 14, 15.
What is it?
2.
Yes, me lord.
Come here.
What is it? More work? Yes, me
13,
lord.
14,
Job's
15.
done. Righto. Off I go then. Job's done. Righto. Yes. Job's done. Job's done. Be happy to. Job's done.
I think we've got these spiders under control.
Job's done.
You might still get some ground levels that are troublesome, but ideally I want as many resources for anti-air, but then again I'm going to be like, are you going to have one of those levels where suddenly the ground level is way difficult? Oh, this is it.
What do you want? Job's
Bonus level. So we're going to want to focus here if we can.
Job's done. Job's done. More work? Yes, me lord. What? Job's done. What is something he's doing? More work? Work. What? Off I go then.
I don't think I can pick any more off, but you do get a fair chunk of gold, so the more of those you can pick off, the better. I doubt I'm going to kill anything. They look like they got too much health. Okay. Back to the front you go. You can continue being here though, that's fine.
I can do that. Yes, me lord. All right.
So it's that kind of level where you're like, oh, you just really want to get that. All of those if you can, because each one of them will give you like 30 gold.
Job's done.
But it's getting the right mix of just enough towers to deal with the ground without leaking, and then pure anti-air. So that's doable. Just build less than what I built, and you should be fine. But at the same time, if you take that risk and you leak the ground, you're dead, because you can only leak a few mobs. We can get the ultimate builder.
More work. Job's done. Off I go then. Yes, me lord. Job's done.
So we're just going to keep filling out our mazes.
Yes, me lord. Job's done.
Keep these guys busy.
Job's done.
They body block a lot. If you do a diagonal style, it's also really effective on this, because they have to sort of go like that. And they body block even more. It could be more effective than what I'm doing currently, but this is nice and neat. So I'm going to stick it through this way this time. They're just bullet sponges, basically. It takes so much to kill these mobs. There's nothing particularly special about them. They're just tanky. But this slow is insane, how effective that is. Just how much that slows them by. It's got to be like 50% at least.
Yes, my lord. Righto. Job's done. What is it? Job's done.
I'll play it safe and go another frost tower there, I think.
Job's done.
If I do up and down in the center, it's doable, but I'll start off that way, and I'll utilize the ultimate builder,
I bow to your will.
which is this dude.
I gladly obey.
You can actually hit, so if you really need to, although can they, right click,
My fate is
ah,
sealed.
none left to attack. Nah, must target a building, that's what I thought.
Yes,
So even though it
master.
looks like he's going to attack, he can't.
I gladly obey.
So they've got the acid tower, but I don't think that was any use at all. It sounds like it would have some sort of effect where it would reduce their armor, but this is like way back in Reign of Chaos, so I don't think so. And that's the one that does massive damage to both air and ground. But it's not as good as anti-air towers, I don't think. Specifically versus air, but it is very good versus ground. And you do need this in the later levels. There's 30 levels, I believe. So for now, we're okay.
wish only to serve.
So I think this probably has like 700 range as well, so you're going to want this like in the middle as best as possible. So that tower can hit. Even this tower can hit down here, so as long as you build like in these two spots, you should be able to hit everywhere.
My life for that.
Theoretically, I would think. So it's like these spots. Prime real estate. Hello there, Kai.
My life for that sword.
Don't think you can block.
My fate is sealed. Thy will be done.
Kind of looks like I can, but the character's floating, so seems unlikely. It takes a lot to kill him.
What is it? Off I go then.
We'll be here all day. It maybe it's level 20 when the next air level is, because was it level 10 when the bonus air level was?
I bow to your will.
Right, here we go.
Yes.
So these two spots, and then I can put like a cheap arrow tower here, and if I need to destroy it, then it can just be this whole area could just be a block of towers. So it's either this whole area is a block of towers, or I go with the line. So if we just Fury Craft.
Job's done. All right. Righto.
It doesn't really work that well because that line just leads out, so you only get a couple of blocks. It's doable. You can have a couple of blocks.
Yes, my lord.
Here come the hippos.
What is it?
What do you want?
What?
I didn't build a frosty tower here.
Off I go then. Yes, my lord. All right.
You just earned a credit. Oh, I got
Yes,
3
my
credits.
lord.
Okay.
Job's Off done. I go then.
Something need doing?
I'm gonna still focus on anti-air.
Be happy to.
Ah, it came from behind.
What is it? Righto. Job's done.
Gonna want to try to space these out if I can.
I bow to your will. Thy bidding, master.
Job's done.
Takes extra damage from magic. Well, currently I'm not putting out any magic damage. Everything is pierce. Anti-air towers don't hit ground. Ultimate towers still pierce. 800 range, it's even better actually. So it can hit very far. It says 226. Very fast attack, very fast. Is it? I've never done the theory crafting here. And it's easy to do. You could save the map and load it. But typically we save things in Reforged, which is why I don't bother to save the game. Because it doesn't work when you try to load anyway.
Thy will be done.
But 150 gold for Ultimate Tower. That should be 30 of the arrow towers, should it not? 10 would be 50. So it would be 30 of these. So surely 30 of those is better than one of these.
Job's done.
But these have got a good position. But I do wonder, actually, is the Ultimate Tower all that? I don't know how much quicker it attacks, if much at all.
What is it? Off I go then.
Oh,
More work. Job's done.
Yes.
Got chimeras coming this way.
Okie dokie. Work, work.
Yes, me lord. Righto. Off I go then.
I'll build again if I have to.
Righto.
I don't think there's a limit
Alright.
to how many towers
Job's
you can
done.
have.
Job's done. Off I go then. All right. Job's done. Off I go then. Job's done.
Oh, those are going down.
Job's done. Job's done.
Yeah, we got to go crazy on the anti-air.
Job's done.
Something need doing? Okie
Job's
dokie.
done. Job's done. Job's done.
Work, work.
Job's done.
Okie dokie.
Job's done.
Oh, they look horrific, don't
Job's
they?
done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
Yes, I'm a professional mazer.
Job's done.
They're only taking half the damage because of that armor.
Job's done.
You can't sell towers in this as far as I know. I don't even know if you can destroy them with a command. You might just have to attack them. Or destroy... I think that's why these villagers have attacks.
More work.
It's so they can
My life.
destroy the buildings
Job's
themselves.
done.
I can do that. Okie dokie.
Job's done.
They're getting past my first maze. So we're... Meanwhile, I'm still building huge levels of anti-air, but the ground is actually getting past my first maze.
Job's done.
So that's a little concerning.
I can do that.
Job's done.
Work, work.
Taking the risk.
Job's done.
Build there. I can do that. Work, work. Be happy to.
Job's done.
Work, work.
The Dark Trolls.
Job's done. Yes, me lord.
What do you want? Be happy to.
What?
More gold is
All right. Job's done.
This first guy's getting a real beating.
Job's done.
Have a frost tower there, I think.
Job's done.
Looks like quite a lot of them are going to get through. May want to focus them down, because I still got some credits that I can use. Don't want to waste credits on like 5 mobs with like 10% health each. It'd be better to waste credits on 2 mobs with 100% health each. I don't know actually, we might be okay. But my secondary maze is a lot weaker versus ground. And it's going to continue to be. Because I'm still going anti-air towers. I want that bonus gold. Oh my goodness. Worst case scenario, just keep going. With the cheapo towers. Ah, we're okay. For the moment. There's got to be a bonus air level coming up at some point. That's what I'm banking on, is level 20 is giving me a decent chunk of cash.
Where shall my blood be
So I'm going to still keep going heavy on this anti-air.
We need more coal. I can do that. Job done. Be happy to. More work. More gold is required.
Whoa.
Job's done. Job's done. More gold is required. Yes, me lord. All right.
Level 19. Oh, bronze drakes. So this isn't a bonus though. But it's certainly not going to be a problem. And they got like almost no armor.
Job's done. Job's done.
They're testing out my anti-air defenses. That's actually really shocking. They got really far. And I built more anti-air than I was expecting to ever have to build.
Yes,
And they still got really far.
I can do that.
Oh dear.
Thy bidding, master.
What the heck was that about?
Yes,
Again,
master.
mega tower in the middle. What on earth? That was so much anti-air and they still got quite far.
Okie dokie. Work, work.
It's ridiculous.
Be happy to. Off I go then. Job's done.
These guys keep reminding me of Grom Hellscream. I think it's the long ponytail on one of them. This guy's going the wrong way. That's some good body blocking. What do you think of the colouring in this game? Actually, a lot of the colours are typically quite washed out in Reforged. This is one of the rare cases where it's actually quite outstanding. I think they've got a lot of way to go before they can fix the colouring, but I think that's one of the latest things they're going to work on. Try and go for perfect score on the Sunken TD that I played. I don't plan to play Sunken TD anytime, like immediately. It's a good map, but, you know, I do try to do different stuff. I mix in some of the old stuff, but not super often.
Righto.
The ultimate tower has 226 damage, and these have 23 damage. So it just comes down to how much quicker they attack over a normal tower. But it didn't look like it's that much quicker at all. So I can't really feel like the ultimate tower is that good, but... Can't know unless I do a test, but I'm not doing a test right now because I'm in the middle of a game.
Hey guys,
Hey.
how's it going? It's your boy.
Cosmic
Your boy,
Lush, thank you for
Richard
subscribing and supporting the WTiiWarcraft channel. Oh, 55% damage reduction, that's why they're so tanky. Yikes.
Where shall my blood be spilled?
Where shall my blood be spilled?
We need more coal. More work? Yes, me lord. Yes.
Anti-air towers don't matter too much where you build them, but you still want to build with a maze in mind. If I spread them out a bit, it's a bit easier to sort of pick out the few sort of air units that need to be killed, because I have more time to react. I only got like 20 gold for that.
Be happy
As long as you've got a frost tower near your anti-air tower. In an ideal world, this frost tower would be like here, actually. Because these are going to start hitting before this does.
Job's done.
That was more of a panic build. I think in the last time I played this, I went a bunch of Mountain Kings, and I thought they had potential because of like Stormbolt or Bash, but I don't think they did. I think I went Bash with them, but if you went Stormbolt and it worked on air, but I don't know if the air have like magic immunity in the later levels. Also, don't stop building actually, because the next level comes up quite quickly. They always do. So you want to sort of make sure you spend your gold. And if it is like a bonus level, I want to be on like minimum gold. I want to spend everything.
Job's done. done.
We wouldn't really want them to redo the sounds for the units, though, would we? Because the original sounds are so good.
Job's done.
You say juggle the ground creeps, Legolas. I'm pretty sure these dudes, any of these will like one-shot your buildings if they get upset enough. If you block them, you might be able to do it quickly enough that it doesn't trigger them to start attacking your towers. But is it worth it? Because as soon as they do, they're going to just destroy everything. They got 500 damage and your towers have 500 health.
Yes. Be happy to.
So I don't think it's worth the investment. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, no, it's there is. I'm sure there's another one, but it just hasn't popped up yet. Oh my god! Is this the level that kills me?
Job's done.
Pretty terrifying looking level, to be honest.
More work.
I'm just going to build that there. I don't know how much I'm going to fill out that third maze, so I'll just build a frost tower there. Oh my god. I'm really scared on this level.
Yes, my lord. Off I go then.
You better start slicing them down, because they're getting through. One of them's going to get through, I think. Maybe even two. I can't actually target the weakest one. One's getting through, maybe even two? Oh. Oh, that's the problem with these weaker towers. Didn't actually look like it was taking any damage there, did it? Was that me, or did his health just not move from 200 point?
What is it? All right.
That's a bad sign, though.
I gladly obey.
2 credits
What?
remaining. Oh, now you're doing the bloody bonus level. Bastard.
Work, work. I can do that.
Will I have enough time for this? I don't know.
Job's done. Job's done. Yes, my lord.
Look at all that gold. You can't build enough anti-air towers for this.
Be happy to. Job's done.
That is a lot of gold, though.
Done.
Holy shit. Oh, I definitely must have killed more that time.
To your will.
Must have killed
Job's
more.
done.
Alright, I can't remember what I'm doing here. Let's just
Thy
do that
will
then.
be done.
Ah, shit.
I
I'm
gladly
just
obey.
gonna block this.
My
Screw it.
fate is
We're just gonna make
sealed.
this a big block. I'm not gonna do an up and down.
More gold is required.
That was a lot of kills. That has to have given me a really decent chunk of gold to get through this now.
Job's done.
That's why you go so heavy on the anti-air. Because you
Job's
just
done.
want to get that bonus gold from those levels to guarantee. I don't know if it's a guarantee that I'm going to
Job's
kill it
done.
though.
Thy bidding,
Job's
But
done.
that looked really good.
Job's done.
I could do like a sort of a block here. That would work, like a stampede of maps,
Yes, master.
towers there, and then sort of go up. That's
Job's
what
done.
happens when you fly over
Yes,
My
lord.
life for Nazul.
the enemy base in World of
My
Warcraft,
fate is
the
sealed.
Burning Crusade, on your flying
Yes,
mount.
master.
What? Yes,
They put
my
in
lord.
like anti-air NPCs that would shoot you down and stuff like that. They look so weird, these models.
I
I've got a really satisfying. amount of ultimate towers now. There you go. So they go there. You get a nice block of towers here, and then they have to still go through a little maze there. Probably time to start working on the
Yes, me lord.
second maze. I actually think the last level is air as well, if I remember correctly, and I don't think I was able to kill it. But obviously you have enough credits so you can survive, because it's just one big dragon or something. So I don't think I ever killed it, because it, even with all the anti-air I had at the time, it still wasn't enough. So you still have to create a stupid amount of anti-air. So I'm going to continue doing that. Maybe I should flesh out this though.
All right. Yes, me lord. Off I go then. All right. Yes, me lord. Righto. Job's done. All right. Off I go then. Job's done. Yes, me lord.
Ah,
Job's
okay.
done.
Sell everything for anti-air. One of your best bets is probably to build multiple.
Job's done.
It's going to cost you like 25 gold, but you can't
Job's
sell
done.
anyway. But you get like a decent chunk of gold, and your builder can only build so quickly.
Job's done.
So you almost want to get like a second one of these.
Job's done.
I'll consider it.
Job's done.
I'm trying to keep on top of it though, so I don't have to do that, but
Job's done.
it's not a bad idea. For the sake of 25 gold to guarantee build 2 towers at a time instead of 1.
Job's done. Job's done.
Well, they do take damage.
Job's done. Job's done.
Should really put some strong towers on the side bits actually as well,
Job's done.
so they can still hit into the second maze.
Job's done. Job's
easy.
done. Job's done. Job's done.
Okay, build that.
Righto. All right. Job's done. Off I go then. Job's done.
Oh, this did go weird, didn't
Job's
it?
done. Job's
Alright,
done.
well this is kind of a messed up maze over here, so I'm just gonna
Job's done.
somewhat
Righto.
fill it out. But it's
Yes,
not really a
job's
proper
done.
maze, is it? Let's face it,
Alright.
judging by the looks of it.
Job's done. Off I go then. Yes, me lord. Job's done. Job's done.
Work. Okie dokie.
Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
Thy bidding,
Job's
master.
done. Job's done. Job's
Yes,
done.
master. Thy will be
Job's
done.
done. Job's done.
More gold is
What?
required.
All right. Job's done. Yes, me lord. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
It's not too screwed up. It's alright, you just...
Job's done. Job's done.
I'm not going to be able to utilise all of this
Something
anyway.
you're doing?
We've only got 5 levels left.
What is it?
Where shall my blood be spilled?
Why have you not finished that?
Work.
Is that because that belongs to the other dude?
Be happy to. I can do
More
that.
work? Yes, me lord. Off I go then. Yes, me lord. Job's done. Job's done. Off I go then. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done. Job's done.
Yes.
What?
Need another frost tower, methinks.
Righto. Job's done.
Keep them nice and ice cold.
Something you're doing? Work, work. Be happy to.
Job's done.
They're trying so hard.
Job's done.
Death by 1,000 cuts. It's more like death by 1,000,000 cuts at this rate. Those towers do attack pretty quick.
Job's done.
Keep building.
More work.
It's not going to stop. It's so hard to select just one tower.
What do you want? I can do that. Work, work. Okie dokie.
Illusions.
I can do that.
Last time I suffered first is illusions,
easy.
so I might
Job's
use a bit of the
done.
gold that I get.
Yes. Okie dokie.
Ultimate.
I wish only to serve.
What? Job's
My
done.
life for this.
More gold is required.
I mean, I could be dead on the next illusion level. All of this anti-air. But I do want to beat the last boss, so that's why I'm building so much anti-air. Because I can get to the last boss by building enough ultimate towers, but I won't be able to kill it with the ultimate towers.
My fate is sealed.
So I need the minimum amount of towers to kill the ground levels, so I can have the maximum amount of anti-air to kill the last boss, and even then, he might still get through, because he was ridiculous. I think you might have to get like all of the bonus gold in order to be able to kill him.
I bow.
It's kind of like a nice twist. I don't even know if the map creator intentionally made it that way, because you got credits, so you can technically leak the last boss and not lose the map. It's just a case of, alright, you managed to make it to the end of the map, but are you good enough to actually kill the last boss? Did you build like the minimum amount of towers for the maximum amount of anti-air for the last boss? Put a couple of cheap towers at the end and use Who's Your Daddy in case you leak, just to see if you had enough anti-air towers to beat the boss. Well, I think the cheating part sort of like is not very enticing to me.
Thy bidding, master.
Hey guys, how's it going?
MG Mads,
Boy,
thank you very much
boy,
there.
Richard Whitty here.
Thy will be done. I gladly obey.
Next level is going to be uncomfortable.
More gold is required. More gold is required. Job's done.
My
Right,
fate
that's a
is
good chunk of
sealed.
gold invested. So I won't slow that one down, because the rest of the towers can be attacking him. Do we have enough? I got 0 armor actually, so that's really good. We'll see whether that...
Job's done.
Alright, keep going anti-air then. They're past you now, so...
Be happy to.
Yeah.
Work, work. Be happy to.
Oh god.
Job's done.
I'll be so upset if I lose here.
Work, work.
I think I've got 2 credits.
Job's done.
Alrighty. Look at all that gold suddenly come through, so this is why you need to spend. Frostworm? Oh, I think
Okie dokie.
I might have to get a second anti-air builder.
Okie dokie.
I think I've got to do it. Because I'm not going to be able to build quick enough.
What? All right.
Shit, what's going on here?
Righto. Job's
Yes.
done.
Be happy to. I can do that. Work, work. I can do that.
What is it?
What do you want?
Job's done. Job's done.
Do I even need another one?
Job's done. Yes, me lord.
Ready to work.
Job's done.
Something need doing? Be happy to.
Job's
One
done.
blue dragon.
Work.
More work.
I wish only to
More
serve.
gold is required. Job's done.
Be happy to.
Sorry, I can't look at it right now. I want to make sure I'm spending as much of my money as possible.
Done. What? All right. I can't build that. Yes, my lord. Job's done. Right.
Alright, we're down to 3 gold.
Job's done.
More gold.
Job's done. Job's done.
This is the big boy. This is what it comes down to. Surely I have enough anti-air, because I went crazy on anti-air this time. That is a scary looking dragon. It's got 20 armor. Oh, this is looking good. He's on 80% at the moment. He's going to get into the main bulk of my anti-air, but there's still like a second bulk. This is looking really good. I was nowhere near this strong last time.
Job's done.
If it's a blue dragon, I don't think Stormbolt will work on it, because blue dragons are typically magic immune in this. Oh, there's still another section of anti-air. He is getting so far though. But we got this. Yeah. Did it. Did it. Blixels tower defense is actually officially beaten this time. So I didn't just leak the boss. I actually managed to kill him this time. But you have... Look how much anti-air I built. I went absolutely bonkers. Like, I might have almost as many anti-air towers as I have normal towers. Like, all of these ones are just anti-air. Obviously, it's not quite as many as the normal, but it's not far off, let's face it. GG. You can play this single player if you want. It's up to you. That's Blixels tower defense, though. I like to visit it every now and then. And it was fun to check it out again in Reforged. So there you go. Victory. Thumbs up if you enjoyed this. And make sure to share it on your way out. Enjoy the era.